Where have you been, my long-lost friend? It's good to see you.
The briar is very good, and it smokes really well. But unless you have a straight Peterson, you're not likely to be able to run a pipe cleaner through a bent Peterson. That's just one of the things they don't do, especially with the system pipes. Now the system pipes, in case you don't know, if you do a cutaway, they have a reservoir. And the draw hole actually runs over the reservoir so that when you draw smoke through, any moisture is trapped in the reservoir. And also some of the moisture from your mouth, which flows back down the bit, is trapped. So you actually get a cooler, drier smoke with the system pipe. Then of course the other thing that Peterson invented was the P-lip. And the draw hole shoots up toward the top of your mouth, and it means you get less tongue bite as you smoke this pipe. You just happen to get more bite on the roof of your mouth. So, but there are guys that won't buy a Peterson unless it's a P-lip. Just, it's synonymous with the pipe itself. Pardon? We do most of the, some of the pipes. For instance, if you buy anything out of the Harp series, all right, that's all fishtail. The Shannon, which is our lowest price point, it's all fishtail. But then when you buy certain pipes like the Killarneys or the Aarons or the Donegals or the system pipes, you can actually have a choice between whether you get a fishtail or a P-lip bit. And one of the other things that's cool about the system pipes is we actually carry the bits. And because it's a what you call a military bit, all right, that's something that you can buy and put right into the pipe. You know, with a standard tenon and shank, it's got to be specially fit too. You have to send it out to somebody, he's got to work it. But if you have a military bit, you can take it apart, even though it doesn't look good when you take it apart. But what I'm told is the Army guys smoke those, and at the drop of a hat they could knock the tobacco out of it, take it apart while it was still hot, and then put it back together. I've also heard, and I don't know if this is apocryphal or not, but there would, like for a group of guys in the Army, there might be one bowl. They all had their own bits. so they could, yeah. So I don't know how true that one is.
It's possible.
But with the Army bit, you can break it down, stick it in your pocket, and you don't have to worry so much about it breaking. And you can also take it apart when it's hot. So again, I apologize because it would be really nice if I could show you all the catalog. On the big screen, that is. Anyway, for what it's worth, this is a shot taken outside of the Peterson factory, and afterward, if you want to come up and look at it, I'll show it to you. And these are all the employees at the Peterson factory. And then this is an interior shot of the Peterson store, which is on the end of Grafton Street near Trinity College. And it's wonderful to walk in there because I see more Peterson pipes than I've ever seen. And I actually bought 2 Peterson pipes there, brought them back with me. And I realized today I forgot to bring my other one. By visiting the factory, they will oftentimes make a pipe for you when you're at the factory. So I have my own pipe with Celtic stuff on the band. It's sterling silver band, and my initials on it. So, yep. Anyway, I'm going to send Jim a copy of this, and there's no reason why, if you want, you could share it with people electronically. The second page in there is the Peterson story, and I don't know if you're familiar, but the Cap brothers immigrated to Dublin and set up this store, and then they were making pipes and selling them. And then this guy Charles Peterson came along with some novel ideas about pipes, so they joined forces and became Cap and Peterson in 1865. And then somewhere down the line they developed the system pipe and then the P-lip. One of the things that you'll see, a lot of the Peterson pipes, especially the high grades, have silver or gold banding on them. And Ireland is required by law to hallmark their silver. they actually have to specify 3 things on the silver, so there's 3 hallmarks on it. One is the country of origin, so you'll see a hallmark, which is the Hibernia hallmark, or Ireland. Then you'll see a purity hallmark, which right now is 0.925. It used to be sterling, and I'm not sure how close 0.925 is. All right. So all of the silver that they work with is sterling silver. And of course that drives the price of the pipe up, but it's cool when you look at the pipe. This is sterling. You can tell because I haven't polished it, and there's 3 hallmarks on this side of it. And my silver spigot and your spigot will also have the hallmarks on it. Then the last hallmark is a symbol which denotes the year that the pipe was actually made. So if you're really into it, you can go online or you can get a copy of this, and these are all the hallmarks going back in time, so you can actually figure out if you have silver work on your pipe when the pipe was made. So,
hey Rex.
Yep.
On the system pipe, some of them have metal, like nipple, inside of the bit.
Only a couple do, okay? Like the straight. There's only one straight system pipe, and that's because it's hard to get gravity to work on the reservoir when the reservoir is horizontal. So, now one of the things that you may or may not know, the pipes we import have a standard draw hole size, but if you were to buy your pipes, like the one that I have over there, it actually has a 9mm bore, because a lot of the Europeans like to put filters in them, so they make them large enough to put filters in them, but we don't import those sizes. I don't know how well you can see this. Well, let's see, maybe we can do this. Thank you, Steve Jobs. That's what the cross-section of a system pipe looks like. And most of them are bents. And you can see the draw hole runs up and then has to go around through this reservoir, which catches the moisture. And then up through, and of course this is the P-lip, and the draw hole up here would be shooting up toward the top of your mouth. And the system pipes, standards, there's like 4 grades of system pipes. We only import the standards. But they're all military bits, so they wouldn't look like this. They wouldn't have the normal mortise and tenon, okay? And those are expensive pipes. If you like big pipes, that's for you. And then the rest of this is just a walk through the classic pipes. You might be interested, you know, if you're looking for a nice mid-range pipe with the military bit. The Army pipes are great pipes, and those are generally available. Then we also import some Peterson flasks and some Peterson leathers. So again, if you're so interested, come up and see me and I'll walk you through this.
Hey Rex.
Yes.
You also have the new light on the...
Oh, yes, that's actually brand new. We just started bringing these in. We have a Peterson pipe lighter, which comes in 8 flavors, and Jim brought in 3 of those if you want to look at it. I actually have one out in the car, and I probably should have been using that tonight. It's actually a very good lighter. The reviews that we've been getting on it in terms of its use is very good. It's a sideways flame. It's kind of like the old boy. It does not come with a tamper, but it is a good lighter, very solid lighter. And I believe you got 3 finishes.
Yeah, I got 3.
Yep.
It's flint, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's flint. Yep. So, and that's all over there if you want to look at it. Jim brought some pipes. Sample the tobacco. You can ask me any and all questions. I'll have some answers. I will not BS you. I don't do that when we're talking about serious things. So.